Which linear equation has exactly one solution? So let's go through the answer choices one at a time. For A, y equals y minus 4. When we're solving the equation, we want to start with the variables. So subtract y from both sides, and we get 0 equals negative 4. And this statement is false. So A has no solutions. For B, y equals 4 minus y. Add y to both sides, and we have 2y equals 4. Divide by 2, and we have y equals 2. So B has one solution, 2. So there's your answer. But let's also look at C and D. For C, y equals y plus 4. Subtract y to both sides, and you have 0 equals 4, which, like A, is false. So C has no solutions. And let's look at D. Y plus 4 equals 4 plus y. Subtract y to both sides, and you have 4 equals 4, which is a true statement. So for any value of y, this will always hold true. So y has an infinite number of solutions. So B is the answer. But this method can be a bit time-consuming. So let's go through the answer choices in a way that just makes sense. A is basically saying that for whatever number, a number will equal that same number minus a value, which doesn't make sense. And C is also saying the same thing. It's saying that a number is equal to that same number plus a certain value. It just doesn't make sense. If we look at D, if you know the commutative property, then y plus 4 is basically the same as saying 4 plus y, just rearranged in a different order. So the expression on the left side is the same as, is equivalent to the expression on the right side. So whatever y is, it's always going to hold true. So D has infinitely many solutions. And that just leaves us with B, which we already solved for, to have a solution of 2. So B is the answer. Which linear equation has infinitely many solutions? Okay, so on the SAT, it's important to read carefully. Now the problem is asking us for an equation with infinitely many solutions instead of only one solution. So again, we'll take this one at a time. For A, 2x plus 7 equals x minus 8. Okay, so we're going to start with the variables and subtract by x on both sides. And we have x plus 7 equals negative 8. Subtract this 7, and the solution is x equals negative 15. And that's only one solution. So A is out. When we look at B, 2x plus 7 equals 2x minus 8. Subtract 2x from both sides, and we get 7 equals negative 8, which is untrue. So B has no solutions. If we look at C, 2x plus 7 equals 7 minus 2x. Add 2x to both sides, and we have 4x plus 7 equals 7. Subtract 7 to both sides, and you get 4x equals 0. So x equals 0. And that's one solution. So C is also out. And now let's look at D. First, we want to distribute 5 to 2x plus 7. And if we do that, we get 10x plus 14. And on the right side, 10x plus 14. And at this point, you can just stop here and notice the left side is the same as the right side, so D must have an infinitely many solutions. But if you were to go further to subtract 10x from both sides, then you would see that you're left with 14 equals 14, which is a true statement. So D is the answer.